What's up guys and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to be watching Scott the Woz Dollar Store Gaming today because I want an easy video to make and I like doing these reaction videos from time to time. They're not too much work and I like watching stuff, combines making a video and watching stuff. So yeah, now I have seen this video before, but I've seen it like a year ago or maybe a few months ago. But either way, when I clicked it, it didn't say I watched it. So it's clearly been at least a couple months since I've watched it. How YouTube works is that, like, from within the past few months, your videos are saved for when you least recently watched them. But after a while, like, they go away, probably because too many videos fill up your current watch list, if that makes sense. So yeah, we're gonna watch this one. It's been a little while since I've seen this video, but I remember the gist of it. But yeah, I like Scott the Woz, so yeah, let's just get right into it.
Hey y'all, Scott
Hey
here.
Scott.
What do you do when you want to play games but you're on a budget? Find a new hobby. One of my favorite pastimes as a kid was to go to the dollar store. I live in Ohio. Your hobby's either that or getting shot. Listen, it was all about walking in there with $5 and leaving it with a weekend. I'll buy silly string there. That was so fucking funny. I spent the only dollar I had on
I
a
went to dollar store very often.
No, so I
Or
stomped
the
on
Dollar
it and wasted
General,
$1. And then there
or
was the
Family
ice
Dollar.
cream section and all the office supplies, the snacks. I would
It was
buy
always
bagel
weird
meals
to me
there.
how the dollar store usually did have a lot of things for $1. They used to way more when I was younger. But like sometimes there were more than that now, and I was like, what? But it's supposed to be dollar store. What?
And we know that because we'll be dead in 3 years. I think I really liked it because for a kid on a $20 a week allowance without having to save up.
Oh yeah, and then this part I remember, $20 a week allowance. Scott, how? I don't have an allowance. I'm lucky to get like, I get a decent bit of money for like birthdays or Christmas or whatever, but like an allowance, like one time I got an allowance for like $20 I think it was $20 a month for like a few months back there, and then my mom stopped. So yeah, what the heck, Scott? That's a lot of money. Oh my god.
The dollar store was where I could splurge. But what made the dollar store magical was seeing products there that you didn't always associate with being cheap. Movies, either on DVD or VHS. Yeah, when those were there, that was pretty cool. Hell, even now, like, look at the movies on display. These are some pretty big-name modern flicks.
And they're pretty
Many
good
times
movies.
these stores would just have really old, mediocre, and forgotten DVDs, but now when I see a modern movie for sale at Dollar General, you get why you hear this. Damn! Movies would usually cost $5 a pop, maybe 10 if they were feeling racy. I mean, in my neck of the woods, we have Dollar General, Family Dollar, and Dollar Tree. Only
that's the ones
one
we
of these
have.
sticks to the everything's $1 or less ideology.
Oh yeah, I hate that.
Even my beloved Five Below, as deserted as it is, they've always stuck to the mentality of everything at their store is $5 or below. But then they increased it to 10. Where are the protesters? Doesn't even matter because they're selling stuff for 20 now.
No,
it's
that's
nothing
stupid.
sacred anymore. But hey, these stores focus on selling goods for cheap, which makes finding normally more premium products there exciting. Video games have always been a more expensive form of entertainment. DVD and CD players being more widespread than specific game consoles, it's obvious why dollar stores would focus more on those than this. You
Yeah, I
can't
have
just
a
have
bunch of
PlayStation games in
DVDs.
stock. You need Xbox, Nintendo, PC. It gets to a point where you just say,
Kids
just sell that.
Tetris.
However, that doesn't mean video games are never at these places. You just have to hunt for them. So, let's go on a journey and see what kind of games we can get at stores that just flat out barely sell video games. First up, Dollar General. You may know them as one of the most popular low-end variety stores in the country. I know them as a place where they display condoms in a Ninja Turtles underwear box.
Oh,
I
no.
remember a specific game I bought at Dollar General when I was a kid. Nicktoons Winners Cup Racing for the PC. Scott, you're so fucking cool. Tell us more. I think if they feel comfortable selling anything in dollar stores, it's PC games and software. Everybody owns my worst fucking nightmare. It was like $10. It was a video game, and I love Nickelodeon. Everything was adding up to this being Scott's best investment yet. It never worked. Of course, this was Scott's 2007 Windows Vista PC, which put him right on the track to why you don't give a shit about him, but this game never...
Yeah, okay, I was just gonna wait to see, because everyone has a PC, right? I mean, technically, but, well, we have very bad laptops, and I think maybe they could run some of those games, but usually they can't, so do we really have a PC?
Or worked. It wouldn't boot past the installation screen. I guess it was a sequel to Nicktoons Racing or a dequel? Like, Jesus Christ, no wonder this was at Dollar General. How is this a game from 2006? Well, I guess I wasn't missing out on much with this title. But seeing a video game at a store like this, though, I think the rush alone was more than worth the asking price. That's why people love Adderall! But nowadays, I can find actual video games at Dollar General. Like FIFA 16, Angry Birds Star Wars, and Mighty Number 9. Don't lie, you'd also say, oh boy! Video games!
I mean, Angry Birds is kind of cool.
Why are they at the dollar store and are basically the only games at the dollar store? Well, I've been to enough fucking pigsties to understand. See, I think dollar stores generally buy off the unsold stock of bigger stores. Whatever Walmart doesn't eat, Five Below will clean its plate. I mean, look at all this and tell me this isn't just a clearance bin. So, whatever. Dollar General will buy pallets worth of games that nobody could sell, so they probably got them for an insanely low price, and bam! Video games at Dollar General. Well, let's see if I can get my $10 out of FIFA 16. You guys couldn't have spent the big bucks and nabbed FIFA 17? Well, it is an Xbox One game I bought at the dollar store. $9 more than it's worth. I'm not even sure if this is brand new. Dollar General does this thing where, like, what the hell? Why is it printed on the cover? What about Angry Birds Star Wars on the 3DS? Interesting system choice, but the game makes sense. This title is an amalgamation of two things Mom knows your kid kind of likes, but that's the extent of it. So, bam! Buy their Christmas present here. Why don't you? So
I like Angry Birds in the past on my phone because it was free.
Well, video games, these make the most sense rotting here. And then there's Mighty Number 9. I mean, why do you go to the dollar store? That's what I thought. It's obvious Mighty Number 9 didn't sell well because it's Mighty Number 9. Angry Birds Star Wars definitely didn't sell well as it was $50 damn at launch. And FIFA 16, I assume there was just a big surplus left over once FIFA 17 came out. Thus, both FIFA and Mighty are going for less than $10 brand new these days. Though Angry Birds Star Wars, we got a 7-cent discount.
Ooh.
So out of these three, you're either getting fucked over, or fucked over. For the family on a budget, can I see them getting their money's worth out of these games? Technically, sure. But if you're on a budget, get the hell out of here. If you want a cheap soccer game, honey, walk into a thrift store. For an Angry Birds game, they're free.
I know.
And then Mighty Number 9. You know, it's not like unbelievably bad. It just has cheap as hell production value and
Mega Man is
mediocre
better.
design. But if this was your only game as a kid, it would probably suffice. But there are so many other options for gaming on a budget. Dollar stores give you the illusion of a deal when half the time the prices are more expensive there than other places. You just don't notice because you're distracted by the fact you're in a dollar store. Holy f***, look at the price of that milk. But one thing I always remember seeing at Dollar General was the At Games consoles for only $40. This is the Dollar General exclusive edition with baseball included. I know, right? These plug-and-play systems, my jaw dropped when I saw them here.
We have a plug-and-play in my house. It's a SpongeBob one. In fact, Scott has talked about it before. It's like a SpongeBob head with like the stick is his nose. I think we might have gotten that from a dollar store. I think maybe. It didn't work that well. I mean, it worked, but it wasn't good. And I barely used it, but I think that's where we got it from.
Before retro gaming merchandise became as prevalent as it is today, so seeing Intellivision, ColecoVision, hell, Sega Genesis at a store like this was intense. Hey, this thing that you like that nobody's ever heard of? Yeah, here it is for sale in the most general store of them all. These are all done by At Games, Walgreens maid of honor. They would produce cheap plug-and-play systems based on retro consoles and sell them in stores like this. Stores that don't normally sell games, where the people roaming it would stop and say, hey, I remember that, and blow $40 on this thing they plug in once and never again. The Intellivision Classic Game Console. Like I said, this one proudly proclaims it's the Dollar General exclusive edition, coming with baseball.
Oh my
God. Give it to him. It's designed pretty similarly to the original, but this one is so much more flimsy. Like, if I crack it over my knee... like, what the f***? Even the AV...
Man, I like Scott, but his dedication to breaking consoles is like... I know he usually breaks stuff that either doesn't work or he has spare stuff. I think it's usually the one that doesn't work. But still, I hate to see him break stuff, but it is funny.
People feel like the person making them had a gun pointed at them. Just cheap and rushed.
Probably I hated the most when he broke a DS or
television. I mean, what do you expect from a Dollar General console? I don't expect to be spending $40 on a Dollar General console. The Intellivision and Coleco systems are cute, being more obscure consoles with unique controllers from the late 70s, early 80s makes these some of the better and easier ways to experience these games. As much as it pains me to say, television games need this controller. But I don't, I swear. Trying to play these on a compilation like Intellivision Lives on the Xbox is putrid. So these little guys have some work. I don't know what they're doing here, though. You must have the thickest crotch in the world if you're willing to bet an estranged ColecoVision owner is walking into a Dollar General. Like, oh, I remember this. Well, nobody remembers you. The Sega Genesis classic game console makes a lot more sense. This is one of the most iconic retro systems out there. It was also $40, which I think just made these absolutely hilarious. Yeah, this one has dozens upon dozens of games like Sonic the Hedgehog and Mortal Kombat. Baseball. This that game Sega Genesis console isn't good, but it isn't great either. I do think this thing always got a bit too much hate. People will criticize how the emulation is off and the sound stinks. Half the games are literally just no-name whatever things that are like electronic versions of games you get on the back of cereal boxes. But this wasn't meant for people like us who notice or care about this. I've seen numerous people buy stuff like, oh, this Pac-Man plug-and-play game console and go, this reeks, the emulation smells bad. Also consider the fact these products are made for 50-year-olds who wouldn't notice if you stabbed them while playing this game, let alone the sound being pitched slightly up. I don't want to defend the poor quality, but the fact is, any of us who are complaining about these systems already have far better methods of playing these games. The target audience for these things would never notice or even care. But to be fair, this thing is jam-packed with Genesis games, even including the Mortal Kombat, which is a really nice touch. The games played okay, they aren't amazing here, but for the amount of titles you get for a $40 impulse buy at the dollar store, this ain't the worst thing out there. I always found it really cool it accepts original Genesis cartridges, especially considering it made it 100% correct to say, I bought a Sega Genesis from Dollar General. The quality of this was never great, but it does the bare minimum. I think $40 is too much, but for $20, I think that's fair. It's just an incredibly mediocre product, but it does have some worth. Well, this is a Dollar General video game haul. I can't say that you wouldn't get time out of these purchases, but keep in mind, this all cost me over $150, which is why let's move straight on over to the gaming-related products at Dollar General. We have various hardcore gaming products for the aspiring gamer. Who the hell wants to be a gamer? Just do it. It's like saying, oh, I want to be unemployed. Outside of buying Halo and Call of Duty-related toys, Doritos with a Call of Duty promotion, and gamer gear, there's not much else we can really do at Dollar General video game-wise. Family Dollar, anyone?
Yeah.
The box is here. They can't be far. Now, the more I go into Family Dollars, the more I question my motives. They did sell video games here. I know they did. I saw them selling nothing but 20 copies of Disney Infinity 3.0 game only for Wii U. That doesn't work!
Yeah, it doesn't work without the toys.
Fire selling Wii U games in 2021, but you have the crotch to sell a game that doesn't work without accessories and nothing but that? Well, Five Below fares a bit better here. They almost always have a video game section. Like, what do you call that? Jackpot. Five Below similarly has the video games that wouldn't sell elsewhere. Currently, the selection is Starlink, Battle for Atlas for PS4, Darksiders 2 for Xbox 360, and FIFA 20 and Elder Scrolls Online for Xbox One, all at $5 a pop. Son of a bitch. Now, Starlink is another Toys to Life game like Disney Infinity, though I think it makes more sense here considering the game can be played without the toys. Much like how Guitar Hero can be played
the only problem is not the Switch version, which has Star Fox, and that's the only reason people care about that game.
I have biting analysis for why this is here. You know, I frequent this Five Below, and they always have Darksiders 2. They used to have Birthday Party Bash on Wii and Darksiders 2. Now they just have Darksiders 2. Well, we know it's more in demand now. FIFA 20, okay. How is 25 here and 1610 there? Then finally, Elder Scrolls Online. They give this away in Happy Meals at this point. Most online-only games are like this. They plummet in value, especially when new versions and expansions come out. I know Battleborn was a hot-ticket item at Five Below. Now it's unplayable. And I bet some Five Belows are still selling it. But there was a time a few years back where Nintendo games made their way over here. Yeah, never priced my games below $2,000 Nintendo. They never price drop.
I know.
These games popping up here, absolutely shocking. I saw Yokai Watch, Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer, The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes, all here at $5 a piece. And then 10 copies of Star Fox Zero because 11 was too much. Hey, say what you will about these games. Okay, I hate Star Fox Zero, but for $5, brand new copies?
Yeah.
That's a steal. And I mean, I've seen Guitar Hero Live and Skylanders Imaginators on Wii U here for $5 a pop, brand new in the original box. Animal Crossing Amiibo, same price. There can be some actually good deals here. Just don't quit your day job waiting for them. So what was the point of this? Well, I always found it interesting to see how stores like these treat video games. As a kid, I always found it incredibly exciting to see video games at a store that didn't usually sell stuff like that. Going to GameStop was a luxury back then. I only really went when my parents were going to a different store that was nearby GameStop. So to see these products, as lame as they are, at stores that I went to more frequently, there's this really neat feeling about it that is really hard to describe. However, it's obvious dollar stores are more interested in selling prepaid phones than Nintendo Switch games. Okay, though you can still get video game related merchandise at these stores. Like Five Below sells a lot of pro gamer gear. Dollar Tree, they sold a Fortnite sticker album.
Ooh.
No stickers included. What else did they sell me? Authentic casino played cards, pills, and Donald Duck lemonade. There's something always fun about seeing what these stores deem as sellable. But let's disregard dollar stores for a bit. Let's talk discount pharmacies. You ever go to Rite Aid? Oh, you could always find video games at Rite Aid. And I found some local. So first up, we have Dance Sensation on Wii for $19.99, Puss in Boots on Wii for $19.99, Build-A-Bear Workshop Friendship Valley for $19.99,
Now seem pretty
Indiana Jones and the
expensive.
Staff of Kings on Nintendo DS for $19.99, and Bakugan Battle Brawlers on Wii for $14.99. Good discount. Altogether with tax, this cost me roughly over $100 at Rite Aid, and I found all these video games brand new sealed on eBay for $46.
Oof.
I'll stick to FIFA.
Oh yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, let's look at the comments real quick to see what people are saying. Yeah, $20 a week allowance. Scott was really living it up. Yeah, I don't know, that's what I would get in a year. Yeah. Oh my god. All I got was gas, paintings, and oh my god. $10 a month max. My god, that's crazy. For a kid on a $20 a week allowance, Sinless got insanely free and easy stamps for spending amounts of money on landfill makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Also, people are talking about the $20 a week thing. $1 for lunch. Yeah, I remember that. Got $1. Also, I got like usually it was like $2 or something for like a dance, school dance. Oh my god. Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, this was a pretty good episode. I enjoyed watching it. Again, I watched it before in the past, but it's been a while since I've seen it, so it was just nice to see it again. I usually like watching these older Scott the Woz or even other YouTubers that I watch. Like I like rewatching the videos as soon as they're like don't appear, that I watch them again, because it's just nice to like go back to some familiar stuff, you know, see some of the things you remember from the video, or just laugh again because of things you forgot, you know. So I always like going back to these older videos that I've seen before but haven't for a while. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, play some Xenoblade, and I'll catch you guys next time for more. Peace.